channel. I am Maxicorn, or as some of my older viewers might know me, Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the straw hat. But to everyone else, I'm simply Greg. Just plain old simple Greg. Now, I know that I've gotten a lot of more attention these days thanks to a certain video by a certain group called the Game Grumps where they read one of my fanfics on one of their episodes, particularly the third episode of their Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. So this is a video for you, the newer fans, the people who were attracted to my channel and my work as a fanfiction writer through that particular video. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm doing as I've mentioned before, I am writing my first novel. And this is a video to explain not only the novel, but also to get it out there to the general public, because a lot of you might not be aware of this. So anyway, I've been working on a novel called New World for the last 3 years or so, and I've given myself a self-imposed deadline of finishing it, at least the rough draft, by my next birthday, which is November 2nd, which is, as of this video, is about 3 months away. I'm more than halfway finished, and I'm working up to the climax of the story. Now, if you want, here's the basic synopsis of the story. So, stay with me here. This is what get you interested. All right. In the year 2047, a massive catastrophe takes place that has been known colloquially as Skyfall, as in half of the moon blew apart. Now, they don't know the reason for this. I'm not saying this because I don't have an answer for it, but it's just a mystery. No one knows why this happened, but all they know is that it caused major catastrophes across the entire world. Altered tidal changes, weather patterns were altered, land masses completely changed or moved because of it. Then, in the ruins of this world, new and old races start to pop up that have hidden themselves away in the shadows of history and myth. Your vampires, your lycans, your elves, dwarves, sasquatches, leprechauns, sylphs, orcs, goblins, and all manner of supposedly supernatural creatures have begun to filter into the local consciousness. And so a conflict began. Wouldn't call it a war, more or less a series of massed conflicts against one another, against these different races, called the Chaotic Century. At the end of that century, one race dominated the entire world. That race was the vampires. And after that, they founded what becomes known as the Grand Vampiric Empire, which stretches from Canada through the continental United States, through Mexico and Central America, into the tip of South America. Afterwards, many of the humans left, while a good bulk of them, let's say 500,000 humans, remained in the empire. Now, this is an empire of many different nationalities, with the Lycans serving as the policing force, the elves serving as designers and constructors of their various buildings and what have you, and the dwarves serving as the legitimate builders who legitimately build the infrastructure of the empire. In this era, the first emperor of this new empire dubbed this era the New World. And as such, it has become under a new timestamp, i.e. NW. Currently, it is the year 1047 NW, New World. And this New World, 3 major powers rule over the entirety of the planet. The Grand Vampiric Empire, the Protectorate of the Vatican, or POV for short, and the Kingdom of Khan. Now, the story focuses on a freelancer by the name of Lucas Kane, who was also an ex-IPD officer, IPD, Imperial Police Department. He is joined by his team of outcasts and ne'er-do-wells: Thorgan, a foul-tempered dwarf; Reese Fode, a elvish sniper; Jinx, a fey hacker; and Groots, a large, very powerful, and very deadly Sasquatch. Lucas and his group are given a job by a particular member of the royal family, and this job has very serious repercussions for them, and soon the fate of the entire empire now rests in their unlikely hands. And that's the gist of it. I hope that it interests you enough, but more of a personal story for me. People often wonder why I wear the straw hat. Why I do it? Well, the answer is simple. Because it comes from one of my favorite mangas of all time. One Piece by Eiichiro Oda, right down here. One Piece is an amazing story. A little bit of a long read for those of you who can't get into it, but it is worth the journey. The entire world building of it all makes the thing feel, I don't know, spectacular in a way. And that's the kind of story that I wanted to tell if I ever started writing, because in this manga, it is written in such a way, the world is constructed in such a way where the manga artist and the writer, Oda, can literally do any subject that he wants to do. Hell, he had in one part of the journey, our heroes, the Straw Hat Pirates, run into an island full of reanimated zombies that's based on a Michael Jackson song. Another, they run into an island full of living sentient toys. And another, there's an island that's split directly in half between Arctic polar regions and lava-filled wastelands. That's how good this book is. But that's why I wear the straw hat, because of the main character, Monkey D. Luffy. His dream of becoming the next pirate king. And this straw hat came from a costume that I had when I was going to go to a convention dressed as Luffy. But this hat means more to me than that. It's a representation. It is a symbol of a dream, of fulfilling your dreams. And this is what I will wear. I wear this hat with me all the time. No matter where I go, I always wear it. You can ask my friends, my family. They know me for this hat. The last 3 days I worked at my last job, I wore this hat and people applauded me for it. They didn't understand where it came from. They just thought the hat looked cool. I don't wear it to be cool. I wear it to symbolize that I'm pursuing a dream. The dream of writing my first novel in a series of novels. And I want you to help me out with that. And to prove my point, look, my notes, all my notes. Look at this. And this is just part of it. It's got things in here. Look at this. Names and dates, timelines, languages, structures of governments, how they interact with one another. How I even have a list of the 7 wonders of the New World. That's right. We've had the 7 wonders of the Old World, the 7 wonders of the modern world, and now we have the 7 wonders of the New World. So that's how serious I am about this. So yeah. So if you are familiar with me, if you are coming here, if you are a longtime viewer of mine before the Game Grumps episode, if you've come here because of the Game Grumps episode, if you were here because of my Warmer Hordes videos, if you were here simply because you want to see the man behind that infamous fic that's been floating around YouTube and the web so much, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. So, in summation, if it's possible, leave something below in the comments. Leave a like or a comment or something or what have you. But more importantly, I will leave a link in the description to my Gofundme page for my novel. I've already got $35 so far, but I need a little bit more. And if you can't donate as little or as much as you want. It's up to you. But you can help me out with this. And every person who donates, I will personally thank in my book in the afterword. Doesn't matter how many people donate. If you donated as much as $100 or as little as $1, you will get a personal thank you note from me, and for particularly generous ones will receive a signed copy of New World. That's right. This is a signed copy of it. with my personal thank you, and everyone else who donates will get a personal thank you from me in the afterword of my book once it goes on sale. So, and most of all, even if you can't donate, then at least share the link to the description on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Pinterest, any social media. Just share it. It doesn't matter. Just get the word out there. So yeah, that's my video, and I hope that it's convinced you enough to at least look at my GoFundMe page. Just looking or just sharing it is enough for me. So I already thank you in advance for helping me to try to strive to achieve my dream. And I know there's some of you out there who are currently writing. I've gotten in touch with a lot of you who have decided to write and who consider me a legend. I'm not a legend. I'm just a guy who likes to write. But if you feel strongly about writing, go ahead and do it. Make your own worlds. Even if it's fan fiction, tell your own stories. Because like my grandmother used to say, we all have stories to tell.